Also, speaking in first drafts, that's a phrase I use a lot. Just don't feel like you have to have this very buttoned up, decisive, declarative thing to say. This is a big problem in corporate culture, is thinking it's not worth me saying anything if I don't sound decisive and declarative and very, very smart and I know all the right words, right? Stop doing that, right? Speak in first drafts. Don't go rambling on and take up all the time in the meeting, but just say, I'm not sure how exactly to say this or raise this, but I'm just noticing something on this, and I just want to make sure we're addressing this issue. I don't necessarily have the expertise to speak on it, but I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone else is noticing the same thing, right? Just speaking in first drafts. That can be a great way to start just modeling. It's okay. The stakes are low. This isn't a debate stage, right? You can just share with the team. Another one is inviting that feedback and dissenting views and doing it on an ongoing basis, right? And you don't have to do it by sitting there and be like, does anyone disagree? And just like opening it up that way, because not everyone is going to want to communicate so directly, but you can do it in your language by saying, call me out if this is a biased perception, or you know what, you guys are the ones on the front lines of this work. So please challenge me if I'm getting something wrong here, or if you think this idea is not going to work, right? Using that kind of language to caveat your ideas and your decisions and using it continuously. It might take a while for people to really think you're serious if you haven't previously been someone who has solicited feedback before. But when you keep doing it on an ongoing basis and they start to see one or two people point out like, yeah, actually, I don't think that'll work because of X, Y, Z. And you're like, wow, that's such useful information for me. I didn't know that the frontline experience for you all I see had changed so much since I was in your position. So thank you for sharing that. What are your ideas about how we might be able to do that better, right? Once you start responding that way, it's going to be an inflow of information. And as a manager, you can manage this in a way that is better for you and the team. I think a lot of people get afraid they're just going to get this onslaught of things they have to change, but that's your role as the manager, is to figure out what does have to change, what doesn't have to change, what is valid feedback, what is not valid feedback that the person might just be missing context, and giving that education to the team, giving that transparent information, and creating a real information flow in all directions.